Viewers, let's begin with some tragic news coming in from Vietnam. 15 Indian tourists have lost their lives. A speedboat near Phu Quoc Island in southern Vietnam capsized earlier today. As per the information that we've received, the boat was carrying 32 Indian tourists and 4 crew members. It capsized just around 400 meters from the shore. The boat was traveling to An Tho Port when it overturned, throwing everyone on board into the sea. The visuals show that sea was quite rough. The waters look quite choppy. Indian Embassy in Vietnam has confirmed that a boat carrying several Indian tourists capsized near Phu Quoc Island a few hours ago. It added that exact details of the incident are being ascertained as search and rescue operations by local authorities are continuing. The embassy, meanwhile, has set up control rooms in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi to assess affected families and provide information about the incident. Now, this particular island, Phu Quoc, is Vietnam's largest island and is one of its most popular tourist destinations and has seen a spike in visitors, especially from India, in recent years. And we have a reaction now coming in from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Modi has expressed condolences. He has put out a post on X stating, "Extremely saddened to learn about the tragic news of a boat accident involving Indian nationals near Phu Quoc, Vietnam. My sincere condolences to the families who lost their loved ones. Prayers for the early recovery of the injured survivors. Our embassy and consulate are providing all possible assistance. Our officials are also in close contact with Vietnamese authorities." So that's the post that has been put out by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We have with us my colleague Akanksha Swaroop joining us on the phone line. Akanksha, what is the update from Vietnam? Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also put out a post on social media platform X expressing condolences, also assuring that all help is being provided to the families.
So, Hina, I can tell you that we at Times Now have been reaching out ever since the news broke. We've been reaching out to the emergency contact numbers both in Ho Chi Minh City and also in Hanoi. And the embassy number that we contacted has responded saying that the Consul General of India, Dr. Vipra Pandey, is currently in flight to the Phu Quoc Island. And Ambassador Shering Sherpa, who is the Indian ambassador to Vietnam, is also headed to the island. The island, remember, is not in the heart of Vietnam, so it takes time to get to the island. And they will then be able to come out with a formal statement, which will also be sharing details of the names of the deceased. So far, the External Affairs Ministry has put out 32 names of all these Indian tourists who were on board, but we still do not know how many of them, what are the names of those who have lost their lives. 15 is where the death toll is standing as of now. The remaining out of the 36 are survivors. 21, that is, have managed to survive. Remember, 4 of them out of the 36 were also crew members. Deeply tragic, because these Indian tourists were on a vacation to Phu Quoc Island, but the adverse weather conditions and the choppy waters have made the rescue efforts extremely complicated. But the Indian Embassy in Vietnam is very much in touch with the Vietnamese authorities. The External Affairs Ministry is also in touch, as has also been highlighted by Prime Minister Modi.
All right. Thank you very much, Akanksha, for the moment, for joining us with your inputs on this story. Viewers, we are also joined on the broadcast by Indranil Sen Gupta. He's a businessman from Vietnam and he also has business interests in tour and travel industry in Vietnam. Mr. Indranil Sen Gupta, good evening. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. We've got this really tragic news from Phu Quoc this afternoon. Can you help us understand what could have really gone wrong and any updates that you've managed to get from the spot, because you are in Vietnam right now?
Yeah, thank you. We also heard about this unfortunate incident which happened in Phu Quoc. However, we are yet to get the details about this extremely unfortunate mishap. I believe the authorities and agencies in Phu Quoc are presently engaged in the rescue and recovery operations. So probably in a day, we will get more details of what happened and how it happened and all.
Gupta, also, I know it's a developing story. It's still early days. news is still trickling in because I believe rescue operation is underway. But since you understand the region quite well, can you help us understand, is the weather bad around this time of the year there, or how does it really function? Can you shed some more light on what could have really gone wrong? Are safety protocols not followed properly in this particular area? Because a lot of Indian tourists specifically go to this region, Phu Quoc.
Yeah, Phu Quoc is actually a very, very popular place globally, and it's a very beautiful place, and we do have a lot of Indian tourists there. Weather may have gone suddenly. There may have been a change in the weather for this to happen, or we exactly do not know. But we must mention that the tourism practices in Vietnam are of very high standards. The standard operating procedures with respect to safety are of international standards. And that's why we have more than 20 million inbound tourists every year in Vietnam. There are around 1 million Indian tourists, travelers to Vietnam every year. Unfortunately, this is the first time such an incident happened with a group of Indian tourists. We will wait for the detailed report, and I'm sure if there is any lacuna or opportunity for improvement in the standard operating procedures, it will be implemented by the authorities to ensure that such an incident cannot repeat again. That way, Vietnamese authorities are very, very strict in such implementation.
I asked you that question specifically because this also brings back the memories of what happened in July 2025 in Ha Long Bay. During that incident also, a lot of tourists lost their lives. So that is why I wanted to understand from you, is it because of this higher number of tourists now, are safety protocols followed properly, or could it just be, weather leading to this?
So Ha Long Bay was related to weather, okay? And hence the corrective action after that incident, which you referred to, is that there is at least 2 days before, all the Ha Long cruises get cancelled if there is some, adverse weather forecast. So that was something which was done after that incident which you referred to.
Okay, any update from what the local authorities have said so far about this particular incident? Because what we have got to know here is that there were 36 on board, and 15 unfortunately have lost their lives. 15 Indian tourists.
Yeah, we are because I think right now they are all busy with the rescue and recovery. So that's the update which you have. We also have that. I've seen the list of the tourists which were in the boat, that particular boat. I think that has come from the Indian Embassy. But beyond that, we'll come to know in a few hours or latest by tomorrow.
All right, Mr. Indranil Sengupta, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and helping us understand what could have really gone wrong. We'll see what really comes out. It's a developing story. Thank you for joining us. Meanwhile, here in India, we've got a reaction from Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, as well. Rahul Gandhi has also expressed grief on Vietnam tragedy. He has also put out a post on social media platform X stating, "Deeply saddened by tragic boat capsizing near Phu Quoc Island, Vietnam, carrying Indian tourists. My heartfelt condolences to the families who lost their loved ones. My thoughts are also with those who are still missing and with their families enduring an agonizing wait. I urge the Government of India and Ministry of External Affairs to work closely with Vietnamese authorities to ensure that every possible effort is made in the ongoing rescue operations and that all necessary assistance is extended to the affected family." So this is the post that has been put out by Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi. And viewers, we are also getting to know that Andhra Pradesh Minister Nara Lokesh has taken cognizance of Vietnam boat capsizing incident. He has directed Andhra Pradesh Bhavan officials to extend all possible support. He spoke to senior officials at Andhra Pradesh Bhavan as well regarding the boat accident in Vietnam. And he's gathering details after speaking with senior officials and state government officials there. He's also seeking information following reports that people from Andhra Pradesh may be, part of this particular group that was there on this particular boat. Officials say tourists from Andhra Pradesh who had gone on a leisure trip are believed to have been involved in the accident. And They are in touch with Indian Embassy, the officials from Andhra Pradesh in Vietnam regarding this incident. Minister Nara Lokesh has directed officials to coordinate with central government and extend all possible assistance to the affected families. And now we have some news coming in from Telangana as well. Government of Telangana's General Administration Department has established a control room following the capsizing of a boat carrying Indian tourists, including people from Telangana near Phu Quoc Island in Vietnam. Control room has been set up to coordinate rescue and assistance efforts and provide information to families of the affected families. And we have with us my colleague Shomit joining us live right now for more on this. Shomit, what is the update you're getting from Telangana? Were a lot of people from Telangana too on this particular boat? Do we have any clarity?
Well, Hina, still Telangana government is in touch with the External Affairs Ministry, and they are trying to get more details about whether or not anyone from Telangana are involved in the accident or not. Because when it comes to Andhra Pradesh, because most of the passengers in that boat which capsized in the Phu Quoc Island in Vietnam are from Telugu states and mostly from Andhra Pradesh. So already two people have been identified. One is from Sridhar from Rayalaseema region of the Andhra Pradesh, and the other person is a businesswoman from the Machilipatnam district of the Andhra Pradesh. So Jayasri and Sridhar, both of them already have been identified from the Andhra Pradesh, and even the authorities are trying to get more details. Already Sridhar's brother Ramesh has already spoken to media and stated that his Dicky, Sridhar's friend, has informed the family about the incident and about the death of Sridhar. And on the other hand, even Jayasri and her husband went to the Vietnam after Lava, because they are the official distributors, and they have been offered the trip. So Telangana government is trying to get the details, Andhra government trying to get the details, Nara Lokesh is directly handling the matter with the officials, and even Chief Minister of Telangana.
Thank you very much, Shomit, for the moment, for joining us with your inputs. We will, of course, be keeping you updated on this big developing story from Vietnam. For now, slipping into a short break.